Howdy, how is everyone? This is my new little fledgling podcast called Ask Me Anything, except how are my cheerings doing? Because I'm not going to answer anymore because I've been asked it a bazillion, quadrillion times. And to the extent that it's, well, they're adults now. They're doing fine. Usually the short answer is not sufficient for most people or for a lot of people. They want to know details, and I'm just not going to do that. And I've had some real nice haters in the comment section say, "Well, I'm unsubscribing to you, Caleb Leverett. Screw you. The only reason you ever got big was covering your kids. I'm just not going to stay here anymore." I'm like, "Bye, motherfucker. You know where the exit is." But to the rest of you reasonable people that are still sticking around, thank you. I enjoy being around pleasant people. I do not enjoy being around pompous assholes. And I don't consider myself a mean person, except if you are an asshole. And then, yeah, um, I just don't have the patience to be nice to bullies and assholes anymore. I just like being nice to nice people. So, how are y'all? Today was the big roaring kitty comeback, and my God, what a disappointment. Oh my goodness. I never was a big roaring kitty fan. Not, I didn't dislike him. I love the cause, and I still do. I just didn't keep up with it because I don't have any stocks. I don't own any stocks. I have no plans of ever owning any stocks. It's just not my thing. I don't fully understand all the buy signals and the sell signals, and because I don't have any stake in it, because it doesn't affect me whether the stock market goes up and down, other than to the extent at which it correlates with cryptocurrency, of which I do have my entire pathetic life savings tied up in. Camden Brager, hi. Adam Fonte, sup, brother? What temperature is it there? It got warmer. It got up to about 68 today, and now the clouds came in, and it's about, I'm just guessing, about 62. And it's been calm all day, but the wind picked up, so I had to put my jacket on because my my tender little self was just getting all chilly. Deb Grimes, glad to see you're doing well. Hope you have peace. Um, to the extent that I can have peace, given the fact that time was robbed of me from my children, yeah, I'm at peace, but I'm still bitter in a certain small area. That part where the Candace and Jason May stole that time from me, I just can't get over it. And the best I can do is learn to manage it and deal with it. And ironically, is kind of why I come on here and talk to other people, because I know I'm not the only one that suffered loss. Most people have been divorced, have gone through it, things that were robbed from them. And I remember being younger and looking for answers on how to deal with this shit. And I don't even know that I have the right answers, but I do have experience with loss and losing time in the family court. And the best I know to deal with it is just to talk to others. My kids are the ones that still talk to me, the boys. They look to me for answers, and I give them the best I can do. So I know other people are looking for answers, and everybody's looking for answers and how to deal with things. And I've not done everything right, but I've done some things right. I've gotten sober. This August 21st will be 4 years sober for me. Um, been in the gym about 2.5 years now. Well, I was in the gym. I was in shape for about 2.5. I've been getting in shape 2.5 years. The last year, I've been not nearly as diligent as I was the first year and a half. The first year and a half, I didn't miss hardly a day ever. But anyway, Gibson's music and stuff. Hi, Caleb. Hope all is well. It's getting better. Um, Saw JC01. I laughed my ass off when Parker's mom said that you need to get your bottom in the house. Yeah, she just real coy with that, being real polite whenever there's a camera there. If there wasn't a camera there, it would, be F bombs and yelling and screaming. And Skull says hi. Logan Bimrose, how are you doing? I'm doing well as can be. I was talking about the stock market earlier and how it relates to crypto. That's the only way, as much as I keep up with it. I did watch, or I stayed tuned in to the Roaring Kitty comeback podcast, but I literally fell asleep here in my cute little hammock. I didn't sleep very well, which reminds me, the matrix that watches over all of us and listens to our thoughts and our texts, and when we're talking to other people on private on the telephone, this my channel is now, for whatever reason, qualified to sell products, and every time I go live it gives me a selection of all these products. Well, today I got an option of mattresses. So now if you click on the link, there's some kind of mattress that if you buy it through check it through me, I get a commission. And since I was talking to Parker earlier about not sleeping very well and then taking a nap because Roaring Kitty just absolutely bored me to tears. I couldn't tell you anything significant that he said, and the market tanked, and crypto went right with it, took a big dump, and everybody I know in the crypto space is pissed off. Maybe not pissed, maybe it's a little strong of a word, but we're all just irritated, and I am no exception. So I didn't sleep very well until I got my power nap because I'm 47 and I don't have to have a job anymore, thank the gods. But I don't need much. I don't have much, but I don't need much. So I do this YouTube thing and I didn't sleep well. So suddenly mattresses became an option for me to choose on there. Yesterday was a sundress. I chose the cute little sundresses because I like seeing ladies in sundresses, especially when they're in the sun. So, anyways, Sob JCO1, do you do AMA even if, do you do AMA even if how are your kids are doing? I don't understand the question. Logan Bimrose, hope you keep doing good. Talk to you soon when you go live again. Okay, I guess you're leaving. Amanda, hi, seen you on something. You did? Oh, I don't do it. I don't go on any interview or like podcast anymore except for my own. Maybe an old something I did. Gibson's music and stuff. Caleb, you have inspired me to get myself in shape. I was 250 pounds in September and have walked very regularly. Now I weigh 206 as of last month's annual checkup. So thanks for the inspiration. Well done, Gibson's music and stuff. I got up to 221, I think, myself before I quit drinking. And I got down as low as 172, but I'd gotten sick, which I rarely do. I guess I had the lightest of light versions of COVIDs in summer of 22, I believe. It was I at best I had a 99 fever maybe, and I think I lost my appetite for about a week until I lost some weight. Other than that, it wasn't bad at all. I still went to the gym. Anyway, I got down to 172. I'm probably back up to about 201 right now, but I mean, I do have a tiny bit of a gut at the moment, but that's just because it's winter and I'm a bear in hibernation, or not winter, but it's cold and chilly. But congratulations, Gibson's vegan stuff. There's no better way to be than off our asses and get in shape. We have to. Our family and friends are depending on us. I'm 6'2", and I told my doc told me I'm at an ideal weight and don't need to lose more due to my large bone structure frame. So that's a good sign. Yeah, 6'2". If you're down to 206, yeah. I'm 6 foot even, and I'm at 201. Sometimes I can get down within a day or even a week. I could be down to 197, get up to 203. I mean, just hell, I can do that in water weight. So JCO1, remember, don't ask Caleb how his kids are doing. Thank you. Spider Aid 3 at Aiden, I guess. House Parker, not talking about it. Read the description of the podcast. Nick Bristol, what are you managing to eat? That's a good question. I go to town. My car is parked You can't see it, but you can get the general idea. It's way over. Not that one. That one. It's about I'm guessing a mile and a quarter. So I walk over to there at least once a day, usually twice. And town is about 10 miles. And so I trek to town, and usually I get a whole rotisserie chicken. I remember it wasn't too long ago, like in 2017, a rotisserie chicken was like $5. Now they're $11. So I get a rotisserie chicken. I could go get the stuff to make campfires and cook, but it's just not worth it because I'm not going to be here that long anyways. I'm simply riding out waiting on the crypto market to do whatever it's going to do. I say that. I thought it would have blown up a month ago or a month and a half ago. Hell, who knows? It might go down for another 3 or 4 months. I might be there a little longer than I thought. And if that's the case, I'll have to regroup and probably get some cooking utensils. But even then, there's not a lot to cook because I don't have any way to refrigerate. Not that it gets very hot here, but anyway, I just go to town once a day. It costs me $1 every trip I make in gas, and yeah, I got to pay a little bit more for food, but it's not like I'm going to restaurants or anything. Well, every now and then, obviously, I treat myself to some kind of restaurant. Um, Go Steelers, okay. Lip Boomer, listen to Ken Carson. For somebody else the other day said, I don't know who Ken Carson is. Um, Somebody else told me to listen to that. But I don't know. Is it a podcast? Is it music? I don't know what it is. How often do you ask me anything videos? I just started like this week. Um, I'm only doing this like literally just I'm killing time. I do get bored out here, but I don't get lonely. So it's just something people always they ask me questions and emails, and I just figured I'd get on here and talk. It's just something I enjoy doing. Um, it does get kind of boring. There's not a whole lot to do. It doesn't take long to cover. Like there's where I'm parked, and here's where I live, and over there's where my pantry is hanging up in the tree, and over there's my little 36 square foot tent. And it does get a little boring here, but I never get lonely. If nothing else, I've always got my internet connection and I can talk to people. But anyway, back to the roaring kitty thing. I think it was a huge disappointment, and I think a lot of people got bored with it and sold. And it was a Friday, and all the whales and the big rich bankers took advantage of everything, and they crash the market like they always do, and that way the paper hands sell and the rich people buy it up. It'll bounce back because it always does. But Dawson Duncan, are you homeless? Technically, yes. I still have one tiny house in South Florida, but given the fact that I'll never, ever, ever, I have no plans of ever returning to South Florida, like ever, because it's too crowded and it's too hot, and I just can't stand it. I mean, I may go visit Blaine if he's still there, in the fall when it cools off, or in the winter when it cools off. But technically, I still own the house, but for practical purposes, he lives there. I ain't going back. So yeah, I'm homeless. I've got all of my net worth tied up in cryptocurrency, all of it, other than what's in my little 2012 or 15 Volkswagen or whatever it is. Mazin, yo, hello, Mr. Mazin. Lip Bummer, do you have Spotify or Apple Music? I think I have Spotify, but I don't pay for the service. I never was a Spotify person. I do like music, but I just download what I like, and I listen to it whatever I've got downloaded. I know some people have the monthly subscription, and it is kind of neat. It's never been that big of a deal to me, so I don't listen. I don't have it. Dawson Duncan, why wouldn't you sell the house? I did. Well, I sold one of them. Blaine lives in the other one. I just basically gave it to him. How's my mom and dad? They're fine, I guess. I don't really. I mean, I don't talk about my parents too much. I'm a mama's boy. My mother gave me this little dog whistle that I get a lot of compliments on. But I am the strangest mama's boy you will ever meet. Because most mama's boys are sissies. Lipumer. If you don't listen to Ken Carson, are you the one that keeps asking me about Ken Carson? Yeah, I don't because I don't know who it is. And as a random fact, Eminem is the greatest. Eminem's, well, maybe not the greatest, but he is amazing. I don't always like his politics sometimes, but here lately Eminem. I'm glad you brought that up. He's apparently had some kind of an awakening. Somebody sent me a link that he came out with a new song and it's really good. He's talking about slapping kids and with a participation trophy. I loved it. I thought it's hilarious. So yeah, he's not number one in my book, but he's definitely in the top 20. He's a very talented, very interesting person, and I like his music. Mary Kay, although it may not be the right time now, please don't give up on finding a good woman. I hate to see you giving up on finding someone because you got burned twice. There are good women out there. Uh, Mary, first of all, thank you for your kindness. Second of all, I'm fully aware that there are good women out there. And why does it bug some women so bad to see men single? I'll never understand that. Everybody's, even me. I've always had friends, my cousin Addie or somebody, or my friends. They're always wanting to play hookup, and it just seems to bug them when I'm single. I'm like, I don't know why I'm single, other than obviously I make bad choices, but I know there are good women out there. There's lots of good women out there. I just haven't found any of them, and the ones that are good, they're all taken. Or if they're taken, then we're just, strictly friends, but y'all are funny. Miriam Macias Jaquez, I'm not sure you say that. Hi. Groovy McCrot. Mail order bride, babe, works every time. I've I've heard of people do that. I heard that's a big thing, but that's just not me. No, no, not. How old London now? She'll be 19 this month. Parker's 25. And Ramona Greenlee says hi. Well, it's Friday, so I guess everyone's out having a life. And except for the people here like me that don't have a life. No, I'm just kidding. I guess everybody's out doing their thing. I haven't gone and done stuff on a Friday and cared about a Friday in years. Mary Kay, I'm single myself. I have nothing against singlehood, but people often get overly cynical if they get burned. I did. Yeah, I know I did. I know I did. And I'm not, I guess I'm just as cynical, but I'm just not angry about it. I'm angry about other things like my daughter getting brainwashed, but that's, I guess, a different story. And they end up losing out on happiness. I'm 63, so it's probably too late for me. Well, I wouldn't say it's too late, but at that stage, I know this at 47, my options change, and everyone's, as we age, we have to face reality. The older we get, then the interest we have, if it has to change, or we have to, it's just how it is. For women, they call it hitting the wall, and I'm not trying to be mean or ugly, but it is a real thing that women just hit a wall as far as the general aggregate of men who who are going, looking for the youngest, the sexiest, the most entertaining, the funniest women out there. The older we even men, I don't call it hitting the wall for men because for men it's different, and I don't really want to get into that because I'm not trying to piss everybody off, but it's just things are different as we age, and it's just they age it it is different for men and women as we age. But I'll tell you the same thing, Mary Kay. Don't give up. Mazen, lip lumber. No, he probably doesn't know Playboy Carti. And Cardi is trash, anyways. No, I have no idea who any of those people are. Okay, thanks. Won't listen to mumble rap. Yeah, if they're mumble rap, no, no. Old school '90s rap, I like. Uh, Eminem came out around 2000, early 2000s. I like him. This new shit, and it's not just rap for that matter. It's almost all music, and it just sucks. Society sucks. The general outlook sucks. The financial system sucks. The housing market's over. I mean, everything fucking sucks, and the music is no exception. Music, in my opinion, and I know they say this happens, or they say everyone thinks that their generation's music was the best, and to an extent that's true, but it's not always true because I've talked to a lot of people that, even young people now, they like the old, say even some of the 80s hair bands, but they like the 90s. In my opinion, the 90s, which I graduated in 1995, that's when music peaked. There were some great artists in the 60s, 70s. It was a little different, but 80s was just, partying wild, and but there's, power ballads, uh, and then the 90s hit and grunge came on, and it was shocking when grunge hit in like 92, I think, is when Smells Like Teen Spirit, Kurt Cobain, whatever his band name is. I had a brain fart. It just, the genre went from party and rock and roll and have fun and wild and crazy and energy burning to, weird, slothy, brilliant, but just different. Everything changed. And then when 9/11 happened, y'all, I'm telling you, the older people like Mary, she would remember. Mazen, you weren't even born yet. I'm telling you, everything changed on 9/11. And I can't get into the conspiracy theories, which are almost not even conspiracy theories anymore because I don't want to get my channels out. But I will say this: I don't believe the official narrative. I never have, and it's the official narrative from the television is always wrong, and it's always something else other than what they say it is. I'll just leave it at that. But that's when everything changed in the music. It didn't just instantly go down, but it had peaked. And 9/11 hit, and it just did like this. It just started slowly going down, and then COVID's happened, and everything went to shit. Everything's going to shit right now, including the music. Life of Shar says hello. Blizzard, what's up, man? Sob JC, I watch the Parker series all the time. Thank you. Miriam says, I remember you because I never could say your name. Jaquez. I'm just going to say Jaquez. I know that's not right, but how old is Blaine? It's Blaine. Blaine will be 21 next week. What is today? The 7th? He's the 12th. So, yeah, like, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday, whatever the 12th is, next week. Yeah, he'll be 21. He can finally go buy and be legally, and he can go buy himself some guns. That boy's into all kinds. He loves guns. Groovy McCrot, advanced AI, controlled silicon android, wife babe, works every time. Yeah, I think I'd honestly rather deal with a very complex woman than AI. Even I am not that desperate. I complain about the behavior of a lot of women, but there are good behaviors in certain women that I just don't think AI will ever fully take over all human beings and the desires. Robot sex just sounds. Bleh. Is Parker a teenager? No, he's 25. What? No. Rockstar 2. Is Parker living with you? No. No. Y'all, that was 11 years ago. Parker is 25 years old. Parker is a grown ass man. He's out there making his own way as he should be. I don't wipe my kids' asses. They're on their own. I'll give them guidance and I'll counsel with them on the phone, but they're not going to live with me anymore. Hell no. Get your ass out there and make your way in the world. It's called kicking them out of the nest. Groovy McCraw, just kidding. I hope you enjoy your camping trip. All right, thanks, man. Nicholas Ronald Kate, hi. This is awesome. Caleb had so many fans, including me. Thank you. Mazen, my favorite years of music is early mid 2000s. There you go, Mazen. That's when you were born. Like, what are you, 19? We're in 24, so you're born in what, 06, 7, something like that. Even Mazen likes the music that came out before he was born. I learned English learning to Eminem. That is amazing. Really? Yeah, he's an amazing lyricist. You really learned English listening to Eminem? That's actually really fucking cool, man. Wow. Blah blah. House Parker, he's great. Elevator Elliot, what's your favorite Harry Potter book and favorite movie? Well, the first two books, let's face it, they're for kids. But the kids in the movie or in the book were kids, and they're a little corny. But if you don't have the backstory, I guess I don't know. Probably Goblet of Fire. I guess I don't know. I don't really have. It's hard to say I have a favorite. I guess the later books as they get older because they're maturing and I know they're still like 17 or 18 when they at the end of, but they're perceived as far more advanced adults. They're not just kids. I generally don't like little kid books. I don't like even little kid actors generally because little kid actors, they usually suck. But Groovy McCraw, 9/11 for America is the Operation Barbarossa for Russia. It cleanly broke and what came broke what came before and after came and what came after completely changed the culture of the mindset of the country. I'm not familiar with that. Operation Barbarossa, like maybe the name, but I'd have to take your word for it, man. I don't know anything about it. Mazen, if there are golly, if there are amazing artists from 2010 to 2020s, then I'd say Kendrick Lamar and Billie Eilish. As artists, their music is truly amazing. I've heard of those people, but I know nothing about them. Billie Eilish, I just know who she is because she's got those droopy Sylvester Stallone eyes, and she always looks depressed, and that's not my thing. And I may have heard her song or something from that, and I may have liked it. I didn't know I couldn't tell you a Billie Eilish song if I had to. But I hear she is very talented. I don't know. Groovy McCraw is for America what Barbarossa is for Russia. Okay, again, I don't know, man. I'll just have to take your word for it. Country boy, what's up, Caleb? I'm enjoying not having any more oil field jobs because I put in about 5,000 to 6,000 field jobs in my lifetime, in my 25-year career, and I'm enjoying not having a lot, but not needing a lot either. Mirage Fame, what is your favorite food? Mexican food, bar none. In my travels, one of my favorite things to do, when I get somewhere, obviously I eat at home or, do like I do now. But if I have to travel or when I'm traveling, I got to eat out a lot. My favorite restaurant is finding the little hole in the wall Mexican food places that, just kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Those are the best cooks. 9 times out of 10, that's the best food you'll ever eat in your life. I love it. Blah blah. Does Parker have kids? Thank the gods, no. I am not a grandpa yet. I don't want to be a grandpa anytime soon. I will look forward to being a grandpa when or if my boys ever find the right person. But so far, that's not happened. And again, the only reason I ever say this, the old ladies, they always get mad at me when I say, John Caleb Blair, don't you say that about your future grandkids. I think it's so cute, but it's not anything uh, hating on my grandkids. It's simply a fear of my children and their children potentially winding up in the crooked American Title 4D funded family courts like we did. That's my fear. Parker was born in 1999. Yes. Clumsy. Yo, how's Parker doing? He's great. Poppin' Zeus Vlogs. Hey, Caleb. You seem chill swinging in there. Yep. By the way, how old are you? I'm 47. Yep, I'm chilling like a villain, man. I love it. This is basically all I do. This and hiking and sleeping in my tent and enjoying the best whatever food, reasonable, cheap priced food I can find. That's all I do, waiting on the crypto market to explode. Have you ever heard of the Ford Excursion? Obviously. Evan Gamer HD. Hi, Caleb, country boy. My real name is Lucifer. Is it really? Are you just yanking me? I think whoever told me they saw Sasquatch yesterday, or possibly something in the back. I think y'all are pulling my leg. Are you pulling my leg, country boy? Is your name really Lucifer? Let me start calling you Lucy. Nick Bristol, you should do some ASMR videos reading books. You have a soothing voice. You know, I've been told that before. Sade was the very first person that really told me that. I used to read that. I read the entire Harry Potter series over the phone, except for the last. That sun's coming out. Except for the last book, we never got to finish the last book, and I've been told that. I think I've got a scrackly voice, but I didn't even know what how do you say it? AM. Where's it? ASMR. I didn't even know what that was until like a year ago. And then apparently there's this chick on YouTube named ASMR. It's just her first name. ASMR, I don't know, Lucy or ASMR Sarah. I don't remember what her name was, but she apparently watched, she's a fan of mine or Parker's. She was commenting on the Parker movie, and I didn't even, I just learned, I don't even remember who it was, but just in the last year, I had no idea that was a thing. And I looked, and she's got like 1 million followers, and all she does is make funny noises. Like, it is strange. I mean, people think I'm weird. If that's your thing, and I'm not shitting on it, it's just strange. I can't believe that's a thing. I remember even looking up what ASMR stood for. It. I can't even remember. Something having to do with sensory touch, and it soothes people. I guess that's why this Nick Bristol person's saying I have a soothing voice. I think I've got a scraggly, scratchy, horrible voice, but you and Sade and apparently a few others say the same thing. But thank you. I appreciate that. Imagine Caleb will be a grandpa when he's a millionaire so he can spend time with his grandkids in a mansion of his own. Close. I've got a goal of becoming a multimillionaire, but I don't have no desire of living in a mansion. Like, none. I'd rather have, instead of a mansion on 20 acres, I'd rather have a log house on 1,000 or 10,000 acres. A mansion, that just doesn't interest me at all. But yeah, hanging out with my grandkids and helping ensure that they don't wind up in the family court, hell yeah. Mirage Fame, what are your top 3 pizza toppings? All meat. I mean, I eat a little bit of veg. I was even a vegan. I maintained a vegan diet for 10 months years ago, and that's for the birds. Just all meats. Um, Thailand family, I'm great. I don't know why you keep asking me that. I'm great. Country boy, I'm not joking, Caleb. Oh, okay. Your real name is Lucifer. Okay, cool. I mean, it's a name. It's just, I can only imagine how many, you imagine you're a tough guy. If your name is Lucifer, there's no way you would made it through school without kids teasing you, calling you Satan or make but more power to you, man. I bet you had an interesting life. Uh, Evan Gamer HD, I like the video you did on the 14. Ooh, I had a bug or something in my eye. I like the video you did for 14-year-old Parker stands up for his rights. I like rewatch the video every time. I hear a lot of people do that. Well, thank you. Craxy Braxy, do you live in national parks basically? Is it expensive? Yeah, I do live here, and no, it's absolutely free. I saw my very first cop. Y'all don't have to move. That sun's like beating down on my face. I saw the very first cop pull up there, and he just came up the road and turned around and waved, and he was a park ranger or I don't know, forest ranger, something like that, law enforcement. He turned around, waved, and hadn't seen him since. So yeah, I basically live in the parks for now. I mean, this is obviously not permanent, but for temporary, yeah, this is great. It's free. It's absolutely free. Some state parks, or most state parks that I've ever stayed in, they do charge you by the night. But this isn't even a park. It's just public land, like BLM land, and not Black Lives Matter communist land. The Bureau of Land Management land. I like the Parker stands up for his rights videos. Thank you. Thailand fan, how are you? I don't know why y'all keep asking me this. It's, I'm, I'm fine. I mean, it's, it's the same people. Are y'all trolling me? Pop and Zeus vlogs. We see it's so nice and chill. What are your thoughts about camper, van, RV, and all that? Much like with sailboats, I went back and forth, or with boats in general, I went back and forth. I want a sailboat, and I listed all the advantages and disadvantages of that, versus power boats, and listed the advantages and disadvantages of that. I've also done the same with motorhomes versus campers, and I thought about getting one of those badass four-wheel drive, brand new camper van conversions with all that really cool stuff, because they are really neat, but they're really, really expensive. They're small, and so they can get a lot of places. But then again, if you, I think I'm just decided until land prices come down, I'm just going to get a fifth wheel and a diesel pickup, and I'd probably get a toy hauler so I can get a four-wheel or something and go play on with that. Jamie Borg, ASMR is stupid. Okay, see what I mean? Some people think it. I don't think it's stupid. I don't understand it. Why? It's like football. I'm just not interested. It's not stupid. There are intelligent people that watch football. I fully get that. I'm just not a fan. I just don't like it myself. But there's nothing wrong with playing it or even watching it. Mary Kay, I think many of us love the Parker's Rights video. My favorite line is when Candace says his hormones, quote, are taking a testosterone bath. I wanted to ask her, with or without bubbles? Yeah, always gaslighting, blaming everything on something else. Yeah, constantly. All right, I'm just going to ignore y'all. Are just fucking trolling me now or something. I don't know why. Evan Gamer HD, just want to pop in. I gotta go. See you soon. All right, thank you, Evan Gamer HD. Elevator Elliot. If I'm a millionaire, I want a cabin in the woods away from the city where I can enjoy the amazing scenery. Then, with my money, I'm traveling the world. That's kind of where I'm at. Um, that's why mansions just. The thing about mansions is they're expensive, which is going to raise your property taxes. And so you're just going to be funding the man even more. I'd rather just have bare, raw nature land and a simple log house that covers all my basic needs. And I'm good with that. And the rest I'm just going to put into Bitcoin. Ramona Greenlee, LOL. What are you laughing at me? Mirage Fame, tell more about the Mandela effect. I'm not an expert on the Mandela effect. Where's that little turd at? Look at this little squirrel, and I'll get back to the Mandela effect. They are so cute. Look at him. I had one get within 5 feet. Where's he at? There he is. He was within 5 feet of me today. He came right to the foot of my, right to the foot of my hammock. And have you ever seen a real squirrel up close? These little bastards are ugly. They're real cute from a distance because they're shaped like kitties and their little curly cute tail. And you get up close, god damn, somebody slapped them with an ugly stick. Mandela effect. I just found out about Mandela effect probably 2015. Nelson Mandela died, I don't know when he died, like 2008 or 12. And when he died, the news was making a big deal about it. And there's this significant number of people saying, wait, Nelson, 2012 or 15, whatever it was. No, he died in like 2000, 2001. I specifically remembered it, which never happened. But there was like literally millions of people saying, no, this is bullshit. They're lying to us. And the newspaper are like, okay, we get accused of getting lied to y'all a lot. And some things we get wrong, but no, he really did die in whatever it was, 12 or 8 or whatever it was. But these people were convinced they saw it happen in like either 90s or early 2000s or maybe in a long time ago. And so when things pop up that nobody else remembers, or some people remember differently, it's called the Mandela effect. And that gets into really cool conspiracy theory stuff about time travelers, which I would think would be so cool if there were time travelers. Maybe I'm just been joshing all of y'all all along, and I am a time traveler. You're my favorite YouTube. Thank you. Please don't ignore me. Anyways, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna say these things. I'm not doing this goofy stuff. No, I'm sorry. I'm just not trying to be a dick, but I'm not gonna say goofy words. Mazen, I live in Dubai. I remember that. No taxes. See, that blew my mind. That is how apparently the U.S. was originally founded. There were no taxes. There was no such thing as income tax. There was tax on the there's import tariffs, and that was just enough to pave the roads. And I think the people of Dubai and countries like that, y'all are onto something. I think y'all have got it a lot more figured out, and Americans have been duped. Dunkaroos fart farther into the woods farther. What in the hell are y'all talking about? Okay, I was just tricking you. Okay, well, I don't know what to say about that. Jay, hello. How's life in the trees? Looks peaceful. It is. It is. It's beautiful. The breeze picks up occasionally. And the mountains, I'm going to turn it around. When I first go live, it's real blurry, I've noticed. And then as I stay on for a while, it's not nearly as blurry. If the sun is bright, Clouds are out, and the snow-covered mountaintops are still there with the snow on them. And yes, it is very beautiful. Again, I don't have much. And what little I have, all 25,000 bucks of it's all tied up in the crypto market, but it costs absolutely nothing to live out here. Like nothing. Like that's my canopy that I sleep under every single night, or for the last 5 nights. It's really pretty. Like really pretty. And it doesn't get hot. From what I understand, the entire world, or the entire United States is like burning up because everything's so hot. And as you can see, I am in my shorts, but I get chilly because it just never gets hot here. Mirage Fame, if you ever come to Northern Ireland, I would shake your hand, buy you your favorite drink, and thank you for being an incredible human being. Well, Mirage Fame, I guarantee you that if I get my way, that is going to happen, because as soon as this crypto market does its thing, I fully plan on paying off the extortion fees from the Attorney General known for child support. And once I get that, I can get my passport, and England's where I'm coming first, UK. That's where I'm first going to be using my passport. I am coming there. So I'll look you up. Dorian Mabry, what's up, Dorian? What's up, Caleb? How's your day? It's doing really well. I'm enjoying myself. Good to see you here again. Dorian and Mazen and Miss Mary, those are just some of the few names I remember from like 2 years ago. Mazen, I guess, if he's 19, he was like a minor when he was getting on there talking shit to me. And one of these days, Maz and I are going to meet up, and we're going to get in the boxing ring, and I'm going to teach the little whippersnapper a thing or two about not messing with the old man. Climb that hill. I got out of breath for just a second because I was talking too much. Jay, I'm from Texas, but near the city. I would love such a view and the weather. You'll never get this in Texas. There are some pretty places in Texas, but Texas is just too freaking hot. I don't care what anyone says. It's just hot. At least 3 months out of the year, there's no place in Texas, not one place in Texas, that for at least 3 months out of the year isn't just blistering hot. And the further south you go, you get to add humidity to that, so it makes it even worse. Well, kids, I guess everybody's going out and playing on the weekend, so I don't know if y'all tell I will come to Louisiana. We can't do our shake your hand then. Okay. What's the healthcare like in America? It sucks. In fact, if you want to know how bad the healthcare in America sucks, watch South Park. They literally came out with the new theme. Their theme for this season is they're making fun of the American healthcare because just look at the average American. It's a running joke. Not me. I used to be a fat fuck, but the average American is just an obese fat fuck. And not the vast majority, but a lot of them are alcoholics. We're alcoholics, we're addicted to pills generally, and we're all fat as shit. That's the average. And so the American healthcare system reflects that. It sucks, and it's a shame. And I'm not saying that to be mean to fat people. I'm trying to motivate people to get off their drunken fat asses and get into the gym, get busy out in nature. And that's kind of another reason I do this. A, it's cheap for me. B, I just love nature and I have to walk and get my heart rate up a long distance. I do this on purpose to like prove that it works. You stay in, well, like I said, I got a tiny little bit on me at the moment, but I'm not a big, fat ass. I used to be, and that's why I can say that. Imagine he's just saying that, but in reality, he's scared. He's talking shit, but he really is scared. He knows he doesn't have a chance. Oh my goodness, Mazin. Mazin. One of these days we'll get to meet up, son, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. He's a good kid. He's just always been real chipper and hip, but kind of level-headed and grounded. And now just figure out old Mazin learned how to speak English from listening to Eminem, and I just think that's badass, man. I don't speak any other language other than English, or not very well, anyways. There's something running over there. I don't know what it was, but well, kids, I think I'm gonna cut this just a wee bit short. Um, it's Friday, and so I guess the people are out doing their things. I'm gonna go do my thing, and my voice is actually fine today. But my battery's a little low because I'm gonna have to run back down there and charge it a bit. I got my charger in the sun, but until something changes, I just plan on coming in here and shooting the shit with y'all. Let me know how y'all's weekend goes, and we will see y'all again tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain Time. Y'all take care. Mirage Fame, you're awesome, Kale. Have a great day. Have a great day. Y'all take care. Bye. Consider not hitting your cheerings.